Imagine a fortune so vast it could fund a small country. Imagine a crime so audacious it rewrote British history. On one night in August 1963, a gang of criminals didn't just rob a train, they made £2.6 million disappear. That's nearly £60 million today. This isn't just a story about money, it's a story of precision, of greed, of genius, and of one catastrophic mistake. This is the Great Train Robbery. How do you plan the perfect crime? You don't rob a bank, you steal the vault while it's moving. The mastermind was Bruce Reynolds, charming, calculating, and ambitious. He gathered a criminal supergroup from London's underworld, experienced thieves, drivers, planners. But muscle wasn't enough. They needed a ghost, an insider, someone who knew the railway system from within. That man was Patrick McKenna, a quiet, church-going postal worker, invisible, forgettable, perfect. He delivered the golden detail, the Royal Mail train's schedule, and more importantly, he told them to wait. August 8, 1963, a Scottish bank holiday, which meant one thing. The train would be carrying the largest cash shipment of the year. The plan was set. The clock was ticking. August 8, 1963. A quiet stretch of railway near Sears Crossing. The plan was beautifully simple. Turn a green signal light red. The train driver, Jack Mills, saw the red light and slammed the brakes. But this wasn't routine. It was a trap. 15 masked men stormed the train under cover of darkness. Within minutes, control was theirs. They uncoupled the carriages, forced the driver to move the engine down the track to Bridego Bridge. And below that bridge, a human chain formed. 120 mailbags, overflowing with cash, passed hand to hand, loaded into waiting Land Rovers. In less than 30 minutes, it was over. £2.6 million gone. If you're enjoying this deep dive into Britain's boldest heist, make sure you like the video and subscribe, because what happens next changed everything. The hideout was Leatherslade Farm, remote, quiet, isolated. For 5 days, the gang lived like kings. They counted money, they celebrated, they even played Monopoly with real cash. But confidence breeds carelessness. The farmhouse was supposed to be wiped clean, every surface scrubbed, every trace erased. They even paid an accomplice to burn it down. He disappeared with the money and left the farm standing. 2 days later, police arrived. What they found wasn't an empty shell. It was a gold mine. Fingerprints on plates, fingerprints on cutlery, fingerprints on a Monopoly board, and on one simple bottle of ketchup. The smallest detail, the biggest mistake. Scotland Yard launched one of the largest manhunts in British history. With fingerprints as their roadmap, arrests came quickly. By early 1964, most of the gang were in court. The judge delivered crushing sentences, a combined total of 307 years in prison. But one name would become legend: Ronnie Biggs. Just 15 months into his sentence, he escaped prison. He fled the country, underwent plastic surgery, and resurfaced in Brazil. For 36 years, he lived as a fugitive celebrity, beyond the reach of British law, until 2001, when he returned to the UK, old and ill. The Great Train Robbery remains one of Britain's most infamous crimes, a masterpiece of planning undone by human error. And subscribe so you don't miss the next deep dive.